I'm Adrienne Pedersen. Today on Upfront. A prominent Republican says it's time to end investigations into the 2020 election.
I haven't angered all Republicans. There's many Republicans that agree we need to move on.
Plus, Wisconsin's workforce woes, what the state is doing to boost employment incentives. And a truck driver shortage complicates the supply chain crisis.
We are facing challenges, and we continue to work tirelessly to recruit, but also especially retain those professional drivers.
Matt Smith reports on the Wisconsin company problem solving and the new urgency in Washington.
Taking on the issues important to Wisconsin. This is Upfront with your host, Adrienne Pedersen.
Hello and thank you for joining us. The Speaker's election investigation is now going to last longer and cost more. That statement again from Republican Speaker Robin Vos, who blames the expanded timelines on Democrats he says have thrown roadblocks in the way. Former Justice Michael Gableman is leading the investigation into the November 2020 election for Speaker Vos. It's a probe with a price tag of several $100,000 so far, and it's been going on for months. But now a prominent Republican lawmaker says it's time for the Gableman investigation to end. Senator Kathy Bernier called it a charade, and she's joining us now on Upfront. Senator, thank you for your time. You know, since your strong comments almost a week ago, what's the reaction been like from fellow Republican lawmakers?
Well, I've had many Republicans actually agree with me, and of course, I didn't expect such excitement from Democrats. Wasn't necessarily my goal. My goal was to bring facts to the forefront because of the information that I've received from Republicans that is so misinformed, that I think we need to deal with the facts and not just the misinformation that's going on out there.
What about constituents? Have you received any feedback from them and even any threats? Because we've heard about that happening in other places.
Yes. Strong language so far is about it. I guess I would put it in the category of vitriol, I suppose.
You received more than 700 calls in just one day to your office about the comments you made with the election investigation. Any concern that this could come with a political cost, you speaking out?
Well, clearly, I analyzed that before I spoke out. And yes, I knew it was going to come at a political cost. Currently, I can retire or I can run again. I can run for different offices if I so choose, or I can help other candidates. So I have the ability to have many options in my life, and that really does help when you want to speak up and speak out, knowing full well that it's the leadership in your party that primarily speaks on real sensitive issues, but I felt a need to do it, and it goes along with my motto to do the right thing because it's the right thing to do.
What are you most concerned about with the Justice Gableman investigation?
You know, I've been asked that numerous times, and I have a utmost respect for Speaker Vos. I just want to make that perfectly clear. But looking at the end result, so the end result is what? To decertify the election, to randomly pull out ballots around the state. So the point is, we're not going to repeal the current the presidential election. Let's move on and look forward to 2022 to get our Republican candidates elected.
And you're looking at this through the lens of being a former Chippewa County clerk. In talking to people in your party, I'm trying to get a grasp on what percent of Republican lawmakers support, whether it's behind closed doors or out in the open, this investigation going forward.
I don't know what that number is either. I've got numerous communications from my Republican colleagues, both in the Assembly and the Senate, thanking me for my bravery and stepping up to say, you know, we need to draw this to a close. We need to focus on important legislation that we want to move forward. We need to focus on the 2022 elections. So it is, I haven't angered all Republicans. There's many Republicans that agree we need to move on.
Do you expect any other Republicans to come out now that you've said something? Has anyone told you that this has given them the motivation they need?
No, I don't expect them to. Not to say I'm a martyr in any way, shape, or form, but they just know that if I'm the unique individual in the entire legislature that knows and understands the electoral process from beginning to end. So when somebody says that the information in the WIS vote was hacked, and I happen to know that, okay, if it was, why doesn't the Wisconsin Election Commission have that complaint? Why haven't you gone to the district attorney? Because if someone signed into WIS vote, we know we have authentication, double and triple authentication. We know who it was, where it was, and what action they took when in WIS vote. So if that information is out there and it has not surfaced, I am very skeptical.
So according to a Marquette Law School poll, 68% of Republicans are not confident in the election results. How do you bump that number up? How do you get Republicans to come out and vote and trust the election process if it's not through an investigation?
So that is my point. They don't have a confidence because we keep calling into question the electoral process, and that it is not, you can't have confidence in it because Donald Trump didn't win. But by the same token, every one of the assembly, they were on the ballot, as well as the Senate, and many other Republican candidates who won their races by large margins. So calling into question the electoral process and the vote just for Donald Trump's purposes, but not their own, seems quite hypocritical and nonsensical when you think about it. So I think that we need to let the voters know we want you to go to the polls and vote for Republicans, and your vote does count. And it's what we're telling them is contradictory to what our motives are, and that is to run for election and get their votes. And so we need to change that narrative for that reason. That was my goal in my conversation with leadership in July, that we need to start turning this discussion and turning the ship, so to speak, and we need to move forward to 2022.
Has Speaker Vos or Gableman reached out to you since you called their investigation a charade?
Speaker Vos indicated a little displeasure with our meeting on Monday.
Is this issue of the election investigation big enough for you to consider leaving the Republican Party?
Oh, absolutely not. The Democrat Party is so far left as we know it today, and really missing the mark on so many areas. I would never leave the Republican Party. I will stay in. I will help other candidates. I will vote Republican proudly. And that doesn't affect me in any way, shape, or form.
Okay, Senator Bernier, thank you for your time.
You're very welcome.
Now, as we just mentioned, Speaker Vos blames Democrats for going to court to thwart Gableman's election investigation. Democratic Attorney General Josh Kaul sued to stop Wisconsin Elections Commission Administrator Megan Wolf from having to testify for Gableman.
Well, Megan Wolf and members of the Election Commission have been totally transparent. They've been happy to talk to the press. They've been happy to talk to legislators. The key issue in this debate is that Justice Gableman wants to conduct depositions in private where the public won't be able to hear directly from our election officials. Now, state law says that the legislature can have hearings, but it doesn't say that they can appoint a third party to go out and conduct private depositions. So we want state law to be followed.
Another hearing on Kaul's lawsuit is set for this week. Next, so many jobs and not enough workers. I'll ask Wisconsin's Workforce Development Secretary, should we give people incentives to go back to work? And later,
there is a generation of people that are walking away from trucks.
We'll drill down on one industry seeing a shortage, truck drivers. Matt Smith reports on what's being done to put this problem in reverse.